It wasn't until she saw her son at the man's banquet that the woman finally realized in horror. She had been working multiple jobs every day, even going so far as to sell a kidney, just to raise surgery money for the father and son. But in the end, they had both been faking illness. They pretended to be poor and hid their powerful background. Instead of living a happy life as a family, they staged a drama where both father and son had cancer, all because she was a lowly factory worker. They dared to trample on her like this, testing who meant more to her heart. And with the help of two so-called friends, all the side jobs she was sent to were the filthiest, hardest, most thankless tasks. As soon as she finished dumping dirty water, she had to rush to the hospital to clean up waste for a paralyzed patient. Meanwhile, the father and son were happily shopping with a scheming woman. The man casually dropped $3 million on a luxury watch, unaware that the woman had secretly sold a kidney for $600,000. Just then, one of his friends deliberately stirred trouble, accusing the woman of stepping on his limited edition shoes, and demanding she kneel to apologize or lose her job. Thinking of her sick loved ones, the woman knelt without hesitation. While the father and son coldly watched from a distance, someone nearby finally urged the friend to ease up. Only then did the spoiled heirs back off. But what the man didn't realize was that he had enabled his friends to treat her life like a joke. Even the business card they accidentally dropped was what led her to sell her kidney. And to keep them from worrying, she never told them the truth. She even saved on meals to make chicken soup and brought it to the hospital. But as she turned to leave, the father and son spit out the soup in disgust, their faces full of contempt, complaining that all she ever brought was blood-replenishing food. Completely unaware, this cruel game had pushed her to the brink of death. The next day, the man held an extravagant birthday party for the scheming woman, and the woman happened to be one of the servers. While her co-workers admired the elegant guest of honor, she turned around and froze when she saw her husband seated at the head of the table. She couldn't believe it. The man she thought was poor was actually the wealthy host dressed in designer clothing. To confirm it wasn't a dream, she called his number and watched as the phone in his pocket lit up. Only then did she realize the man she loved had treated her like a joke all along. Worse yet, she was now serving the very people who mocked her. Looking at the job group on her phone, she discovered every well-timed job offer she received in pain had been part of their carefully designed test. At that moment, the man and his friends at the head table were openly discussing why he was with her and why he didn't even bother to save his own son. Hearing that, the woman stormed forward to confront him, only to find her son had been in on it the whole time. He looked down on a mother who worked 8 jobs a day and only wished the scheming woman would become their new family. The scheming woman told them to stop and start a new life, but the boy refused, saying there had to be a winner to prove who the woman loved more. The woman never imagined she had given up a kidney for a family like this. Just then, one of the spoiled heirs ordered her to serve drinks, and she overheard that the luxury watch the woman wore was a gift from the man. Thinking of all her hard labor and how she was only worth a hand-drawn picture from them, her heart completely froze. Dazed, she accidentally spilled hot water on the scheming woman, who immediately slapped her across the face. The man in shock told her to remove her mask, and when the scheming woman recognized her, she gave her another slap without hesitation.